Hello divas and divos, welcome to Roller Diva Dance Fit. I go by the name of Lady Godiva. I'm a fitness coach, skating enthusiast, and I'm also a clinical psychologist. And today what I'm going to do is talk about an issue of profound importance in our skating community. And that is, how do you get better at skating faster? We're going to discuss. Come on, let's go. Cue the music. Okay, so let's get going with our discussion. But before we begin, what I would like you to do is like this video and subscribe. But let's address that question that we first talked about. How do you get better at skating super duper fast? And hate to tell you, but the answer is you don't. You can get better faster, but there are certain things you need to do to level up as quickly as you might like. Okay, so we're going to talk about some of those things. So I have a few tips for you. And tip number one is consistency. So this is so important. If you want to get better at skating, you need to skate all the time. Now, it doesn't have to be every single day. That might not make sense with your life. But I know for me personally, I did a 365, which means I skated every single day for a year, and it helped tremendously. So I would suggest all of you, if you're skating once a month, guess what? In 3 months, you're gonna look like you've been on wheels 3 times, okay? Not to mention, for the first times that you put your skates on, you're gonna feel like a newbie. Even the 7th time you put on your skates, you're gonna say, why do I feel like I still don't have the hang of this, okay? So if you wanna have the hang of it, you have to do it as often as possible. Bottom line, be consistent. Tip number 2, practice drills. You wanna find a move that you're working on that day, and you wanna do it over and over and over again. Maybe for a whole session. Do it for an hour. Do it the next day. That's what drills are. They really get you comfortable with the movement. They get your muscles in a space where you're used to moving them, used to activating them, and that helps you become better at just learning the motion. So, drill any movement you're trying to do, whether it's a dance, whether it's at the park. Make sure you are doing it over and over and over again until you start to see that progress. Makes sense, right? Tip number 3, make it fun. If you see somebody else skating and doing a style that is not of interest to you, don't worry about it. Just figure out what form of skating makes sense to you, what you feel filled up by, what is exciting for you, and do that particular form of skating, okay? Don't worry about what others are doing. It's about making it fun for yourself. Easy peasy, right? Makes sense. Tip number 4, skate with others. This can be a very social activity, okay? So make sure that you are skating around with others. The beautiful thing about skating with others is other people can push you forward. You're gonna see them doing certain moves, you're gonna do certain moves, and you push each other to be your best selves, right? It's really motivating. So that's something you wanna pay attention to. Make some friends, go find them. They're at the rink, slide in somebody's DMs, figure it out, and get connected. Tip number 5, get inspired. So this is a little tag team to tip number 4, where I said skate with friends. The great thing about that is you can get inspired, but there's so many different ways to get inspired, okay? Look at skaters who've been doing it for longer. Look at skaters who have expertise in an area that maybe you don't know much about, okay? But allow yourself to keep seeing new things, allow yourself to keep getting motivated by tricks, by activities, by movements that you can't quite do yet. Look online, social media, but I will say that, right? There is a little bit of a quid pro quo there. If you're looking online, don't expect yourself to look like those skaters. They have different styles, they've been working on it for far longer, so allow yourself some grace in that area, okay? But definitely allow yourself to get inspired. take in the culture as much as you can. Tip number 6, try something new every time you skate, okay? Especially at the beginning, there's so much to learn, so many tricks, so many movements that you just don't know yet. Challenge yourself to do something different every time you have a skate session. It's not that hard to do, but it's gonna be critical in terms of you leveling up, okay? So think about it. If you were just skating and you're skating in a forward line, if you're doing that for 3 months, guess what? You're not gonna see much improvement. You're gonna be great at skating in a forward line, but then you're gonna wonder why you're not able to do all the tricks and cool things that you're seeing other skaters do, okay? So it's not just about practicing, but it's about practicing in a way where you can see results and you can see growth and progress, okay? So level up, try new things. And I don't care if you've been skating for 2 days or for 20 years, you can always level up. There's always a skill that you can refine. There's always something that you don't quite know how to do, okay? So we're gonna figure that out each and every day and work on it. Tip number 7, this is the last one, lucky number 7, don't get discouraged, okay? Expect to be bad at anything you start for the first time. Every new movement you do is going to throw you back into this place of not quite knowing how to move your body, of learning how to navigate those muscles that are aching and awakening for the first time. So just remember, you are going to be bad at things. Do not get discouraged. If you stop, you cannot see the progress. So keep that ball rolling, okay? Keep motivated. I'll tell you one way you can keep motivated. You keep hanging out with me, okay? So if you want to stay motivated, if you want to keep going, if you want to learn how to dance and stay fit, then what I would like you to do is like and subscribe. Comment below if you have any questions, if you would like to see anything in this particular channel, and I'll help you out, okay? I have a listening ear here, so definitely communicate with me, okay?